everybody, this is Emortic here, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Last time we finished up the morning backyard levels, and this time we're gonna head straight into the backyard again, but this time it's nighttime with Crazy Dave. You know, they used to call me Fogman, because I would hang out in the fog and jump out at people. Oh, those were the days. Oh boy. Not only this is a night backyard level, and we have to use night shrooms to make things easier, we also have the introduction of a fog. This mechanic is the bane of my existence, because we're gonna, and looks like we got a new zombie as well introduced. Jack in the Box Zombie. This guy's fun. You'll find out what this guy does once we get there. So yeah, we're going to night backyard levels, which means we need all the mushrooms, we need the lily pads, we need the sea shroom. This will be helpful. Tangled kelp would be helpful. See, this is the problem with night levels. Yes, you need a million things for night levels, and depending on where you are as well. You need these, so you can survive. You need this for sun. I need this for the water. I need this for the water, so I can survive to get other plants up. It's very hectic. We have no zomboni, so we don't need the jalapeno, we don't need the spikeweed. Probably get the squash. I'm gonna get the potato mine. I would say maybe the squash, because the squash can be used for lily pads. But the potato mine can't be used on the lily pads. But I also have this for the water. In a repeater? I don't really like this loadout. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to have here, but there's also a lot of things I would need. I don't really need the Foom Shroom now that I think about it, because there's no screen door zombies here. I could replace that with something else. But I think we're gonna keep the Foom Shroom for now. Anyway, that's enough of me being on the plant selection screen. Fog! Yep, this is what the fog does. The fog makes it so you can't see half the screen or where the zombies are coming from. So you have no idea which lane the zombies are gonna be in. So you kind of have to guess. There are certain ways of figuring out where the zombies are going to be. It's like sometimes you can sort of a little bit like barely see their heads or some part of them sticking out, so you know where they are. But my recommendation for this level is to just plant your puff shrooms in every lane and make sure every lane is like super guarded. Cause yeah, see, you can see him here, you can see him up here. So we know of zombies coming through this lane. But we won't be able to see any of the zombies from here or anywhere else. So it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough level. Because no, I won't say anything about that. For those who've played this game before, you know what I mean. Even though I didn't really say anything to represent me speaking about something that would make sense. But don't worry about it. I was about to say something about a future plant we're gonna get that might help our current predicament. But, for those who know, you know, and for those who don't, you're gonna find out. We're almost, like, the level's almost halfway done already, and we barely have any defenses at all set up. That's why these shrooms, the sea shroom and the puff shroom, are so useful in these night levels. Because we barely have any sun, and we're like almost halfway, if not more. And all we have on the field are shrooms, because we don't have enough sun to use anything else. Oh, there he is. If you guys hear that noise, that is the new zombie. That is the Jack in the Box zombie. And you're gonna find out what he's gonna do in a second if he doesn't die. Which he might not. Yep, there he goes. He explodes. Once he dies, he explodes. He opens up that Jack in the Box of his, and boom! Explosion. Now that can be that explosion can be very detrimental to us. There's actually stuff I wanted to talk about today. Like stuff I wanted to talk about. I mean, I've been playing Daggerfall as of late, and a little bit of Mountain Blade. Daggerfall is it's a bit of an older game, true. But there's a thing. It's called Daggerfall Unity. It's just basically Daggerfall, but like compiled and like modded to basically make the game run better, have quality of life updates and settings. Basically fix a whole bunch of the problems Daggerfall had. That make the game way more fun and a lot more playable. Because I've always wanted to play Daggerfall. The Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. I should be more specific, I guess. I mean, I'm just saying Daggerfall. I'm sure there's only... I don't think there's any other game called Daggerfall in existence, but I could be wrong. But I've always wanted to play Daggerfall, and I tried it. Like, what was it? About a year ago, probably. But I couldn't really understand the controls for the game, because the controls for the game are a bit strange. For those who have played Mountain Blade Warband, the controls are similar to that. I did not mean to place that there. And the controls are, if you hold the button down, and then you move your mouse in a direction, and then you release the button, and you will attack in that direction, and that's the direction your attack will go in. That's a Mountain Blade Warband controls. That is similar to how Daggerfall works in its controls, but I just couldn't get used to them. Like, I can play Mountain Blade Warband just fine. I'm not the best at playing Mountain Blade Warband, but I can play it. Plant turn lights up area, letting you see through the fog. This is one of the plants I was talking about. Oh yay, football zombies. But yeah, Daggerfall's combat system is very similar, and I just couldn't get used to it. And I tried my hardest. I'm like, man, I just can't get this down. So I kind of gave up. And then I heard about Daggerfall Unity. I was like, wait a minute. I clicked, because it has an option to switch how combat works, and to actually make it better and easier. So I downloaded it like a day ago, and now I can play Daggerfall, and I'm having a blast with the game. It is an old game. It does show its age with a few things, but other than that, hey, I'm having a blast. I'm glad I get to play it, because I really want to try to play the game. We'll get the plant turn out just to show it off. I don't really have any strong... I don't have any instants. I don't think I need any instants for this instance, if that makes sense. This is rough. Backyard night level is rough, because we need 2 sets of plants that are basically required, which is the lily pad and the sea shroom, and the sun shroom and the puff shroom. And that takes up almost like all of your slots, and you're very limited on what else you can do. So I'm gonna show off the lantern. Will I use it to its best ability? Probably not. I guess we'll get the foom shroom. I'm just worried about the football zombie with this loadout. Like, I have the repeater here, but the amount of sun regenerate and life levels is not enough to get a repeater out at a very what's the word? Decent time. And because of that, This might not end well at all. We're gonna see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I can always get a new plant card set up and see what we can do with that. But yeah, let's see here. We'll do this. I actually have I have more Plants vs. Zombies videos in the backlog than I thought I did. I thought I only recorded like one PvZ video this whole summer. And I was like, oh, let me go recording, let me get some recording done so I can, you know, maybe start uploading stuff. And I actually have like 3 PvZ videos in the backlog. I'm like, whoa, really? I thought I only had like 1. That's why I wanted to record so bad. And I feel bad that I haven't really been uploading this summer, because, to date this, I'm doing this literally July 30th. And I haven't really been uploading. Part of the reason is laziness. Part of the reason is, ignore that, Sylvie's playing Dead by Daylight, apparently. It's laziness, part of it's my sleep schedule. And me just hanging out with friends, you know? Man, I really want to get a lot done this summer. But hey, summer's not over yet. It almost is, but we can get there. I can get some more recording done. I still have time. If I ever fix my sleep schedule, which is probably not gonna happen. But I can still record and do things. I don't like how close you're getting. Okay, we'll put the Plantern out. The best spots for the Plantern is like in the middle. Because if you put it here, it really gets rid of most of the fog on both of the sides. This is good. I don't have any instant plants if he gets through. Will he get through? No, barely. Barely getting through that, okay. Yeah, this is what the Plantern does. Start putting down some boom shrooms. I also would like... Now the Planterns aren't actually required. Any way to get rid of this fog isn't actually required to beat the fog levels. You don't really need these. Like, they're recommended, the game recommends you use them, but it's not, you don't actually have to use them. They're just there to make the fog easier. You can play it perfectly fine. You just won't be able to see what the zombies are. But if you have a decent enough defense and you're paying attention, for the most part, you can defend pretty well. I want to start getting repeaters out, but I'm not sure I have enough sun for that quite as of yet. I'm gonna tangle. Oh, well, so much for tangle growthing you. Or tangle cup. I don't know why I said tangle growthing. Sorry, Pokemon player here using something that's called a tangle cup. Too similar to Tangrowth. You know, we'll put a repeater here, and we'll do this to slow you down. I'm gonna put repeaters here. So I may have messed up a little bit in my placements, which is okay. You don't have to be perfectly, you know, symmetrical. It looks nice, but what I'm going to do is start replacing these puff shrooms over here in the back line with repeaters. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I keep with the foam shrooms as well, in case when things start getting closer. But yeah, I've been playing Daggerfall recently, as I was saying earlier. And I've been having fun with it. Again, the game is aged, you can tell by playing the game. And it's an Elder Scrolls game, you know, it's buggy and things happen. But yeah, I'm having good. I'm having fun. Isn't that all that matters? There's also another game I have been playing. It's actually, let's just say it has something to do with this game. Perhaps a mod for this game. No, it's called, it's a new thing that I found. My friend actually told me about it the other day. I was like, really? Oh, that's cool. So I kind of downloaded it, started playing. I was like, wow, this is actually fun. So, I might do something with that in the future. It's called PvZ Fusion. It's basically, it's Plants vs. Zombies, but the story's a little different. You're in a different backyard. Music's a bit different. It's made by a Chinese creator, I believe. Don't not quote me on that, but I believe it is a Chinese creator who's made the game. It's super the mod, or I guess we can call it a mod. I'm not really sure what else to call it, but it has its own clan and everything. It's super fun. It's basically you fuse plants together, and they create. For example, if you get a regular pea shooter and place another pea shooter on top of it, it turns into a repeater. And if you place a pea shooter on top of that, it turns into a thing we don't have yet. And then it turns into another thing we don't have yet, which is the Gatling gun. So yeah, I think it's fun. I've been having a blast with it. That's also maybe another reason why I kind of want to record Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, I don't like how this is happening. I don't like that this is happening in general. I'm gonna stall you as much as I can. Well. What do I do? Shroom. Come on. I might have to let this go here. Come on. Just die already. Please. Oh, well, I tried. He's getting through. It's unfortunate that he's getting through. Speaking of him getting through, let's do that to hopefully defend against you getting through again. And look how strong these guys are. These football zombies are insane. So yeah, maybe expect a PvZ fusion thing sometime in the future. You guys, you know what? Just go to the lawnmower, guys. I'd lose money for this, but you know what? It's not worth it. At all. Shoot spikes that can pop balloons. I don't really use the cactus. The cactus is cool. It's pretty good. It's okay. So, more things. Froom Shroom. Let's get rid of the Froom Shroom, actually, because it, we'll keep it. We'll get the repeater, I guess. I'm not using the planter. I showed off the planter. That's all I wanted to do. I'm not going to be using it, just because I feel like it's kind of a waste. I have a slot here when we have so limited slots. I want the potato mine. Oh, I want the tango. Right? Yeah, this should be fine. It should be okay. These aren't the most optimal builds I can be using for each of these areas, but it should be enough to get me through. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's what's been going on. That's what I've been playing. So PvZ Fusion might be a future thing we'll do. I might take a break though, like after we're done with Plants vs. Zombies, just to give everyone a break of Plants vs. Zombies. And we might do something else. I'm not sure, because I have like a whole list, right, on a Google Doc of games I want to play on the channel. Because some of them are older, some of them are for nostalgic sake, some of them I've never beaten before. Some of them I want to beat, and because of that, I want to put it on. I'm not going to say the word, because if I say the word, the algorithm's going to be like, oh, you can't, you're not allowed to have those. Those don't do well on YouTube anymore. But I have a whole list, and it's a long list, and that list is ever growing. I don't think, will I ever be able to complete that list? Probably not, but I'm going to try my hardest. So, we're actually almost done with PvZ. PvZ isn't the longest game. It's pretty short. Especially with the way I've been doing these recordings. Where I've been basically doing... Well, for the first two parts, we did all of level 1 and all of level 2. Of course, there's gonna be a few more parts because I'm chopping it up a little bit more because these levels are getting a bit longer with the waves. But yeah, the Plants vs. Zombies isn't the longest game, but it's a fun game. I like it. I think we are going to do the mini games in survival mode. How am I going to do that? I'm not sure. I might have an idea of. I just record all the way through, finish Plants vs. Zombies, and then I upload it in a way where I put like mini games and survival mode stuff like in between to like break it up a little bit, maybe. That's an idea. That's an idea I can do. But as again, there is parts I haven't uploaded yet, which I need to edit and do. Which I'm probably gonna edit something after this. I don't know though, because my friend wanted to have. Oh, that was so lucky. I swear to you, I did not realize that balloon zombie was coming over. I was not paying attention enough. I got so lucky that it happened to be where I placed that cactus where a balloon zombie was coming over. It was an accident, I swear. That was not intentional. I'm gonna put a cactus on each of these lanes. I think the cactus does the same amount of damage as a pea shooter. I could be wrong though, don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure how much damage the cactus do. I don't really know how much damage some of these plants do compared to others. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Because we're currently doing Pokemon, we're doing PvZ. And once I'm done with one of them, I might take a break. By break, I mean I will maybe start off running Harvest Moon 64 a little bit. The only thing about Harvest Moon 64 is the fact I was originally doing that on my Wii U, on the Wii U Virtual Console. Because I have Harvest Moon 64, I only own Harvest Moon 64 on the Wii U, from the shop or whatever, that doesn't exist anymore. The only problem with that is my Wii U is getting old, and it's starting to break a little bit. So I am a little worried that my Wii U won't boot up, because I haven't used it in a while. And if that happens, we can still play Harvest Moon 64 in other ways. We won't have the exact same stuff. And also, okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. I have this plushie thing that my friend got me. Of Mitsuru Kirijo. And she's on my mic stand. And she got trapped in the spring things. The springy things. Yeah, that's what they're called. I don't remember. They're springs, basically, for the stand. So I had to get her out. Anyway, Blover blows away all balloon zombies and fog. This is another plant to deal with the fog. It not only deals with the fog, it also deals with balloon zombies. So to trim this, dolphins. We have dolphins in this one. I was like, this is our first time seeing dolphin zombies? No, it's not. Because if it was, that would be in the day levels. We'll get Blover to show it off, get the sea shroom as normal, get the repeater as normal. What do I get from here? I don't know. Hypno? Hypno's interesting. Maybe cactus in case I don't have Blover. Yeah, we'll go with that. This should work. Not the most, again, these aren't the most optimized, but We're not here to be optimized. We're here to have fun, talk about random nonsense, and, you know, just have a good time. That's why we're here. That is the purpose of these. That is the purpose of me recording in general. I hope I put all these in a place where a zombie has spawned. Good. I was like, I really hope this isn't one of those, level 1, you get a zombie right in this row, right here. And you don't get to do anything about it, because you don't, your sea shrooms take too long to recharge. But yeah, I might play some Harvest Moon 64 after the, either Pokemon. The Pokemon LP is actually lasting a lot longer than I expected. Though I was expecting it to last a little bit longer than the normal stuff I've normally done. Because I was like, it's a Pokemon game. And I've tried to record in like 20-minute intervals, 30-minute intervals for the most part. Just so the videos aren't super long. And I've tried to cut out a lot of the fluff as well. Like any fight that isn't really interesting. Or just a Pokemon we've seen, or... I've tried to keep in, if anything, like a crit happens that literally makes me lose a fight or something. Something like that, you know? Keep interesting stuff like that in. Even then, it's still less than that. We're like, what, 30 on Pokemon now? 31, 32? Actually, this is bad. I don't have a plant strong enough to deal with him? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sun block you with a sun shroom, puff shroom there, and that should be enough to stop you? Yes, okay. Woo! Close, close. A lot of these are way closer than I would like. We'll put you in there just in case. Once we get enough. Once we get past the puff shrooms, we'll be golden. Once we get enough sun to get something else that isn't a sun shroom. Put you there. Do I want another seat? I'll do this. I'll show off the... I want to wait for a balloon zombie to show off the blower. But I'll just show it off now. There we go. Now, it blows away the fog, but unlike the lantern, you'll see here in a second. Any minute now. Any second. Any second. Something's going to happen, which I can then continue my explanation of how the blower works. There we go. Now, unlike the lanterns where where as long as you have the lantern up, it permanently gets rid of the fog as long as the lantern's there. The blower only temporarily removes the fog for a little while, then the fog comes back. I would love balloon zombie to show up, so I can show off the blower attacking the balloon zombie. Or not attacking, because the blower can't attack. The blower doesn't attack. The blower is kind of like a passive instant, sort of. Passive instant using plant. We might get a balloon zombie here. I would like a tangled kelp here, but that might be... Oh, yep, okay, I'm definitely putting you there now, because I heard a dolphin. And dolphin zombies are not fun if you do not have tangled kelp. And I need water. Every time I stop, I don't record for a while. Oh, well, I want to use the blower for that, but what's supposed to happen if you don't have a cactus? If you use the blower, it blows away the fog and blows away the balloon zombie, and the balloon zombie does not come back. Basically, in all rights, it's an instant for the balloon zombies, basically. But as I was saying, every time I record, I haven't recorded for a long period of time, then I go back to recording. And every time, because I talk a lot to, you know, try to fill in the space. Which I know I shouldn't do, and I need to talk slower, because sometimes I talk too fast without realizing it. and just filling empty space. I'm like, bro, I need to just calm down. Just chill out, man. I don't need to talk every second of the whole video. That's not why I'm here. I was literally doing it just then. I'm pretty sure I was. So it's hard. What was I even talking about before I got distracted by what I was doing? I don't know. My memory is the greatest to ever exist. I was talking about something a second ago. And watch, when I'm gonna go back and record the video, or not record, edit it, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what I was talking about, duh, of course. I think I was talking about LP stuff, and the channel, and recording stuff, on what I wanted to, and how long Pokemon's been going on. Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about, before I got distracted. As I tend to do. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. As I tend to do in these videos, get distracted and end up going to 20 different topics without realizing it. Oh, no, I was talking about how I haven't. Oh, I remember now. I was talking about how if I don't record for a long time and I just start recording and I try to, well, just talk for the video, my throat gets like very parched for some reason. So I'm gonna drink some water right quick. I guess it makes sense. I don't normally talk as much as I do in the videos. It's like you're talking to yourself, basically. And I do that. I talk to myself a lot. I don't know. Talking to myself helps me think. We got a taco. What are you going to do with the taco? That is a very good question. I don't eat tacos, so I don't know. You found my magic taco. I must have it. I'll give you $1,000. Yes, the taco is mine. What? Why'd I give so much for money for a taco? Because I'm crazy. Take a look around my shop. You'll notice I got some new items in stock. Yes, he does. He does got some new items in stock. Unfortunately, we do not have enough for any of these upgrades at all. We only have 4,000. These are 5,000, 7,000, 10,000. Like, all of these upgrades are super good. Like, the double sunflower, the Gatling. The Fume Shroom is, like, the best plant in this game. Cactail is pretty good. Which is crazy, because I've never really used the Cactail. Like, at all. But it's actually pretty good. It's better than I give it credit for. The Rake. We need 20,000 for 9 slots. Which I kind of want. Because the more slots we have, the better. And the more plants we can use. Me and my buddy Harvey, Floxcaster, used to break vases when we were bored. Well, Harvey's out of town, so you're gonna have to come with me. Harvey number 2. Break it like you mean it, Harvey. Click on the vase to see what's inside. This is a completely new mechanic. This is night level in our front garden. These are vases. What do these do? You click on the vase, and what's in it is random. You get a pea shooter. You can get any kind of plant, for the most part, or what you've unlocked anyway. Or you can get a zombie. Now these are brown vases, or you can be super unlucky and get something like that. And that would happen. For the most part, this first level isn't that hard. You get plenty of things to deal with these guys. Man, you broke those vases nice and good. Broke them like the time I broke my back digging through those trash cans. Here, I bought you some more vases. Gotta be careful about breaking them too fast, though. You don't want to end up with more zombies than you can handle. Now, with these are green vases. These always have a plant in them. These are guaranteed to have a plant in them. The rest of these are either a plant or a random zombie. So, I guess we'll just start smashing vases and see what we get. We got you, the snow pea there, snow pea there. That is not good. I'm probably just gonna squash you. Snow pea that. Squash you. And we'll do this and just squash you. I mean, I'm kind of lucky. You don't really get that. All right, this should be the last of them. Break these and you'll be all done. Yeah, this is an interesting level. I was kind of hoping for a squash there. Oh, Hypno Shroom worked. Hopefully. I like this. This is a nice minigame. This is a nice break from the conveyor belt levels. Oh, no, not you. Get Hypnoed. Get a Hypno Shroom, please. Oh, if you get one of the Jack-in-the-Box zombies in the vases, he instantly explodes. And then explodes all the vases around him, and you can get bombarded by a whole bunch of zombies. And you'll just most likely die. But you should be able to handle it just as long as you break the other vases quickly enough. Anyway. New plant type. Now this plant in this isn't very helpful. It's the split flea. It shoots peas forward and backwards. It's helpful for one specific type of zombie. And that's it. And there are other ways of dealing with the zombie that cost less sun and are just easier than using this. It does the same amount of damage as a pea shooter, I'm pretty sure, but it just costs more sun. So I don't know. I don't really like this plant. I don't really use it at all. I'm going to use it to show it off, of course. But I think we're out of time for this part. We've been going on for a pretty long time. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.